What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Post Pro podcast. It's episode 27, and yeah, it's episode 27.
Yeah.
Not a lot of movie news. What is that, Sprite, Sebastian?
Sponsored by Sprite.
Sponsored by Sprite.
Wait, Sebastian,
not,
you do realize that you have like an image behind you that focuses out the green?
Yeah, I'm well aware.
Okay. Good. I'm glad you're aware of this. For a second, I thought you weren't aware. You just like, look at it, look.
Bird up.
Sebastian, did you want to mention your movie news thing, even though we just talked about it before?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have probably had the slowest movie news week of all time. Not a single thing has really come out because election time and
yeah, we got other things going on.
Yeah, nothing really crazy is happening right now. But a couple things. Rami Malek is talking how everyone's going to be absolutely just trembled and shocked by the new Bond movie. So there's that. Then the other thing I had that was semi-interesting, at least to me, was the unforeseen, unfortunate demise of the Dark Universe. And every once in a while, I'll have like a little article that'll come out about it. And this time, Doug Jones, who I'm going to be honest, don't know who that is. He says
Doug Jones, dude, that's this guy who plays like all the creatures in Guillermo del Toro's movies.
Oh,
I don't.
Every movie.
I didn't know Doug Jones. Okay, anyway, Doug Jones.
He's Doug Jones, dude. Come on.
Doug Jones. Sure,
Doug
Doug Jones. Doug Jones, he says Universal Dark Universe killed Del Toro's hauntingly beautiful Frankenstein. And he goes into detail how he visited Del Toro's creature shop and how they had like a full model for his Frankenstein. And he was talking about how creepy it was. So it is kind of a shame that didn't happen, as well as Johnny Depp's Invisible Man, which could have been interesting. And we got
I guess that's kind of something interesting happening right now. Have you guys heard about the Amber Heard Johnny Depp?
Yeah, I heard the Sun case was a failure.
Yeah, I heard it. It's a whole mess. But
Yep.
I know it's a mess.
There's a lot to talk about there, and I don't think we have the time to dissect any of that.
Or the legal knowledge
information.
and information.
I don't think any of us have that fucking degree just up our back pockets right now.
All I know is Johnny Depp's lawsuit failed against the Sun. That is all I know. So he did not win the lawsuit, and Amber Heard did. So,
but I heard there's some corruption going on behind the
Sun
scenes.
Yeah, well, let's not get into that. It's too much.
They'll take the Post Pro podcast versus the legal system.
All I'm saying is I'm on Johnny Depp's side all the way.
All right. Well, so we go away from news and have a little fun as well. Do you guys all have like a piece of paper or something you could write on?
Yeah.
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 Do I have a pencil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I not have a pencil?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, I do. It was under a piece of paper.
Alright. Cool.
I have a word pad. I'll just pull up.
Oh, wait, well, to like all show the answers at the same time.
Oh,
Okay,
then
yeah,
I don't.
No?
Post Pro Game Show.
No.
Post Pro Game Show, okay. Well, there's a little like thread on Reddit about what everyone's favorite final line of a film was. Sebastian, you can just say yours while
I'll
they
just
hold
say
it
mine.
up. I'll just give it a little countdown. So I'm just gonna kind of pick and choose, and I'll tally points. How do I want to tally points?
Like the
I got a thing.
so we're all writing down like what our final favorite line in a movie is.
No.
No, I think we're going to be guessing the options.
I have a bunch of final lines
Okay.
from films.
All right. I have a couple.
No, yeah. And then I'm gonna have you guys, so we can do S for Sebastian, N, and then C.
Interesting way to
All
keep
right.
score, Thomas. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
I'm C.
Yeah. So we'll do. Actually, no, you're S.
Okay.
Yada
okay,
yada.
okay.
All right. So we'll start off with a really, really, really easy one. Right. So roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Now write down your answer, and then Sebastian just know. and be
Yeah,
able to say it.
I mean.
You just know.
Oh, I do just know. I knew it literally when he said the first word.
Yeah. I wonder if Colin's going to get this one.
I actually
I
know.
don't-
I know this. I know this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope I know.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Back to the Future, baby.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. So that's a point for everyone.
Words on my screen.
Now we're gonna start getting a little harder. Okay.
Oh, uh-oh.
Oh, whoa! Watch out.
Uh-oh.
This is definitely
I'm
silly.
shocked
Oh, hey, what do
Collin
we
got the
win?
answer there.
What do we win?
Thomas's unconditional love.
That's
Pretty fucking worth it.
sounds great to me.
All right. Next one. Ernest Hemingway once wrote, "The world is a fine place and worth fighting for." I agree with the second part.
Oh man,
That's really funny. That's really funny, dude. Dude, I got so lucky with that one.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
All right. 3, 2. Do you want to write something down, Colin?
I'll no.
All right. Noah and Sebastian.
You just want us to go?
1. Yeah, go.
7.
Go.
7.
Okay, yeah, 7.
There we go.
I just
Really
watched
7?
it. I got so lucky, dude.
Yeah, that was the next one in the.
I mean, it is really great. Like
I don't
last
remember that
line,
line at all.
Really?
It's literally right
Yeah.
after like the end scene. They didn't want to end the movie on such a depressing note, so they had Morgan Freeman say that line of dialogue at the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a couple years since I've seen
Yeah.
7 anyway. So.
All right. Next one. I like this one. I wonder who's gonna get this. All right.
Me too.
All right. You met me at a very strange time in my life.
Oh, I know that one.
You met me
Oh,
at
come
a
on.
very strange time in my
I
life.
know it too. Fuck.
Nuts. I mean, yeah, like I can't come up with.
Yeah, I know it. I know I've heard it and I've seen the fucking movie, but I can't place for the.
You
fucking
can always
fuck
take a fuck it YOLO guess, you know?
Hey, 3, 2, 1.
I'm just taking a guess. Okay,
All right. You have your guess, Sebastian?
It's fuck it. We'll just go.
Okay.
I'll just say some shit.
3, 2, 1, go.
Some
The
fucking
Fight
Kaufman
Club.
movie.
It's
Oh.
Fight Club.
Fight Club. Oh,
Yeah.
Beetlejuice, no.
I hate Fight Club. So
Yeah. Colin tying it up. Colin
Ooh,
tying
yeah,
it
coming in
up.
clutch.
All right,
now that I remember, I do remember.
we're
that.
gonna do
Fight Club.
first to 5, right? So right now, here's the scores. We're at 2 for each player. We're gonna do first to 5, and if there's a tie, I'll figure out the tiebreaker. All right.
Okay.
Very small line. What else is on? What else is on?
This is not helpful.
That's an
What
the
else
fuck kind
is
of line
on?
is that? Oh, I got a guess. I got a good guess. It's probably
haven't-
wrong.
I have a guess as well, but it's not a good one.
No, I think mine is a good guess here.
This is fun.
I think I got a good guess.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
definitely
know.
not what it is, actually. Crossing it off, so you'll still be able to see it probably.
I'm gonna make a bad guess.
Mine's an awful guess, but I think it might win. There's a possibility here.
Okay. I'm very excited to see what Noah and Sebastian got.
Okay. This is
Not
gonna.
me.
Maybe I should just come up with a bad guess.
I mean, you just no. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
ready
hold on.
to.
Think about it. Just
Hold on,
think
hold
about the
on.
line.
I'm
What
writing
else
it
is
down.
on? What else is on?
This is not it, but I'm just writing it down.
I've got a
Okay.
guess. It could be right.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Truman Show?
My guess was Truman Show as well.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Truman Show.
Oh,
Hey,
sick.
let's go.
It's
Let's
Truman
go.
Show.
Yeah.
I
That's
figured
what
Hey.
TV, Truman Show.
Yeah, me
Sebastian,
too.
Sebastian and Colin taking the
All right,
lead. Taking the
sick.
lead. All right.
That's what I thought too, Colin. I was like,
Nice. Hey,
it's the
great minds
only
think
thing-
alike.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. I was like, TV. It's got to be Truman Show.
All right. This is a good one. I fully expect everyone here to get this. All right. Lewis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh God, what's the
I
name?
actually don't know. Fuck.
Oh, man.
I hope this is the right one.
Hold
Wait,
on.
hold on.
Lewis,
Yeah, give
I
me a
think this
second.
is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Shit.
You're painting the scene in your mind, Sebastian.
You
got it.
I literally knew it, and I was about to write it down. Then my mind.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Good job.
Fuck. I know it. I know it, dude. God, I have it in my
I
head
gotta
too.
unplug for a second.
Oh, I got the next
Dude.
one.
I'm gonna kill myself after this one.
Dude,
Oh,
I literally
man.
am losing my fucking mind.
You know what's
right
funny
now.
is if Noah gets this and you two don't, it's tying it up again.
I know.
Okay.
Shoot. I guess. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
You all write something?
No, I know
literally
it
have
is.
no idea.
Like I feel like I know what it is, but and when I hear it, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, I knew
Oh,
it."
Yeah, same.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2, 1, go. Casablanca.
I knew it was Casablanca. Why-
Dude,
Well,
I literally was thinking it too.
should write it down then.
All right.
I should have.
This is a good one. This is a goodie.
Yeah.
All right. You guys ready? It's too bad she won't live. But then again, who does?
I mean, yeah. It's a amazing quote. Amazing quote.
Technically, Sebastian just gave you guys a hint.
Not really. I just said it's an amazing quote.
Say it again.
It's too bad she won't live. But then again, who does?
Whatever. I'm going with it.
I don't freaking know.
Okay, ready?
Alrighty.
I knew it immediately because it's just echoing through my head in the voice.
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1. Show me the answer.
Ridley Scott's Blade Runner, baby. Let's go.
Is it Blade Runner?
It's
Yeah.
Blade Runner. Yeah, it's Blade
Oh.
Runner.
Hurry on.
That's
Sebastian.
dude. You remember we had a whole thing at when we played Blockbuster where I used that quote.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then that remember it's the weird guy with the origami. That's the last thing he says. That's
Okay.
the last quote of the movie.
See, the only quote I remember from Blade Runner is "Tears in Rain." That one.
Yeah, well, no, dude, it's literally right after that. He pulls up in the car and he says it to him, Deckard on the roof.
Yeah,
It's iconic because he says it in such a funny way. He's like, yeah, it's just such a funny way. But then
Well, what's
again, who does?
So what's the wait? What did you say, Noah?
I said The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I didn't even see that, but that does sound like some shit that would be in that movie.
I mean, I don't know.
What's the score now?
So we got Sebastian at 4 and Noah and Collin at 3.
Shoot.
Alrighty. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Next one. Sebastian could take the win here. Sebastian
Sebastian
could take the win. All right. I get to live the rest of my life like a schnook.
I don't think so.
I get
recognize
to
that.
live the rest of my life like a schnook.
I have a good idea though. I think I have it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Sebastian thinks he has it in the bag.
I've definitely seen this.
I
Sebastian
could be
thinks
wrong.
he's getting my unrequited love.
Ooh! I got it.
Oh!
I do not. Wow.
I could be wrong, but I have a good guess, a very good
All right.
guess. It's been a long time, but I think it's this movie.
No. Oh no! Are y'all ready?
I'm
Yeah,
ready.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Show me the answer.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Yeah. Damn it.
Oh,
So
Sebastian takes the win.
That's what I thought.
Man, if I had
That's what I thought.
Casablanca, we would have had a tie right now.
Yeah.
Well, you failed Blade Runner, so
And I wasn't going to get Blade Runner, but I
Yeah.
Casablanca.
that's what I thought. Yeah, I was like, that definitely sounds like it was from Goodfellas.
Yeah. All right.
I knew it was a
I mean, it
gangster. I
does.
knew it was a gangster movie because a schnook. Who else would say
Yeah.
something like that? So
That was fun.
Well, yeah, that was fun. We should
Let's
do
go!
more post.
I did it. I did it.
Game shows.
I did it.
Yeah, you did it, Sebastian.
I'm the best. I got lucky with 7 though. I got super.
Oh,
lucky. I just
yeah,
watched
that
it
was
this week.
literally the second one on this thread, and part of me was like, "Do I skip this?" Nah,
It's a pretty great.
it's a really fucking good
it's a
quote.
really
yeah.
What would have been the
Banger
tiebreaker
one.
quote?
At some point I stopped. I just kept going.
Okay.
Let me think.
Well, like looking now, what would a good tiebreaker quote be? It'd have to be hard.
Hope. The last.
Oh, this is a good
Rogue
one. All right. Let's see if any of you guys here got this. Son of a bitch stole my line. Son of a bitch Stole my line.
Definitely heard that.
Is that king of comedy?
No, you guys can just say your guesses.
I don't
I'm drawing a
know.
blank. Yeah, I
It's
don't know.
not Robert Altman's Christopher McLeod, so I mean, I don't know.
It's definitely a 70s movie, I feel like.
No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure not. I know. I'm just forgetting.
Just tell us what it is. I mean,
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. Oh, I haven't
That would
even.
have been a solid one.
I don't know.
Oh, that was like.
I guess I just didn't even think
yeah.
about that, but yeah.
No, yeah, that makes sense now.
And I don't think of that as the last line of the movie.
It's a
All
good
right,
movie.
so no one would have won. So, all right, that's the man who shot me.
I don't know. The assassination of Jesse James? Probably
No.
not.
Oh well, funnily enough, that is on this fucking thread, and it's 3 paragraphs long. So
Well, it is, I think, a really good, like last couple of.
yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I like. I feel like I know this.
That's the man who shot me.
I don't know.
Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. I don't know.
I don't know. I know this one though. I've heard that before.
All
Yeah.
y'all watched it.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
the line.
I know the line too.
It's a Zodiac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? A good end. I just had a really good end quote like in my head, and that just disappeared from me. Shit. I had a really good one.
Dang, that sucks. I was going
That
to
sucks.
ask you what it was.
Fuck.
I know. I had a really good one, and I was like, "Damn, that's a really good quote." And then it just left my head immediately.
Oh man, this one would have been hard. A silent guardian, a watchful protector, a dark knight.
Wait, Batman.
What? Which one?
Man of Steel.
You got it.
Thanks,
It's Batman vs Superman.
All right. So,
All right, round of applause to Sebastian.
congratulations, Sebastian.
I did it.
Thomas loves you now.
I know.
Yeah.
I did it.
All right, we're back. We're going to go through what we watched over the past week. Thomas, since you weren't here last week, start it off.
Oh, sure. This means I can talk about what I watched last week too, which will make
Yeah.
it seem like I actually watched a mediocre amount of things. So watched Over the Garden Wall, Cartoon Network produced miniseries with Elijah Wood as the lead voice actor. Cute. I mean, like really well reviewed. I don't think it's like godly or like bloody brilliant, but it's a good children's programming, like similar to like Paddington. Solid.
That's great.
Then
Best film of the year.
watched Brazil, which was fucking crazy. I mean, Terry Gilliam just has his way of, I guess being crazy. It's just the way to put it. And yeah, it's great depiction of dystopian future. Not much to say besides that. Love Gilliam. I'll watch more of his stuff. I guess I do want to mention how I was looking at the numbers. Brazil had a budget of. I looked at Brazil budget and it just came up with the country. Brazil had a budget of $15 million, and Robert De Niro was paid. It's not fun. Robert De Niro was paid like $150,000, like $150,000. He has about like I'd say 12 minutes of screen time, tops.
Yeah.
Maybe he was paid in the millions, and Price was paid in. I think he was paid like $1.5 million with like 12 minutes of screen time.
Wow. I didn't even know he was in that.
And yeah, exactly. And Jonathan Pryce, the lead of the movie, who has like easily 2 hours of screen time, was paid $150,000.
150,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say Robert De Niro definitely got more than 150,000.
Yeah, especially at that time. When was it? 85. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, definitely more than 150,000. I just missed thinking. Oh, it only made 10 million in the box office. I guess that makes sense. Definitely became the cult classic. Then I'm sure Collin and Sebastian talked about it last week, but the boys watched The Thing, and good movie. I'm sure they talked about it enough.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Then I watched Uncle Boone Me, Who Can Recall His Past Lives, basically because I saw the poster and I saw a couple stills from it. I was like, damn, that looks cool. And it was a slow burn. It was fucking like methodical. It was very like, made you really fucking think. And it was really good. Yeah. If you like slow burns, I can almost guarantee you'd like it. I definitely want to check out more from Untitled I'm not gonna try and pronounce his name.
He goes by Joe.
Yeah, he goes by Joe. Oh my god, how do you pronounce that name? I want to check out more that he's done though. And yeah, Thai cinema, I guess, right? Or Thai. I can't.
You say Thai cinema?
Okay, bro,
Thai
shut
cinema.
the fuck up. Oh my god, I can't pronounce shit. Thai.
Sorry, I had this thing.
Yeah, no, you're good. I would have said it too. I'm stupid.
Thigh
I
cinema.
mean, you did say it, in fact.
Well, no, I would have called
Be
someone
into
out on it.
Oscars category. Thigh cinema.
Cinema. Looks like this year we have a movie from Thai for the foreign films.
Wait. You mean Thai? No, thigh.
Thai.
No, you know the small country Thai.
Oh my god,
That's
that's
nowhere.
that's funny. Then I watched Borat's subsequent movie film.
Again?
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Because I wasn't.
Yeah, okay.
It's been a while. Yeah, it's pretty fucking funny. Pretty crazy too. Yeah, I'd recommend you watch it. Sebastian, have you watched the sequel yet?
I did. I watched it the day after it came out. Yeah, I talked about it on the show you weren't on.
Oh shit! I'll have to
Because
listen to that.
the news last week was all Borat. Like it was just nothing but Borat news.
Oh
like
my god!
Babysitter is getting like all this money, and then et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, crazy though. And then Eraserhead with the gang.
The gang. Noah.
Minus
Noah.
Dumb bitch. Yeah, Eraserhead's a really fucking good movie. It's a fucking trip, but it's a good trip.
Pretty cool to see in the theater too.
Oh yeah, for sure. And seeing all the shorts before were cool too.
And seeing the crowd's reactions were.
Oh yeah, seeing people walk out from Eraserhead, hilarious.
At least 4. We know at least 4 people walked out.
Yeah, at least 4.
I'm willing to put money on the fact that there was at least 6 plus.
Yeah, there might have
Yeah,
been.
I mean, yeah, there were probably some people behind us. Yeah,
I'm sure the regulars there that just like see movies, they're like, oh yeah, let me check that Eraserhead movie out.
Yeah, I'd be down to see a scary movie on Halloween night.
They had no idea. They had no idea.
Yeah, then they get an hour worth of Lynch shorts before Eraserhead.
Oh yeah,
too.
yeah. That's
yeah. With no
just
dialogue.
The shorts were even weirder. Yeah.
Except the amputee, but all of them were just silent films basically.
All right, well that's it for me.
Yeah.
Toss it over to Collin.
All right, I'll go next. Started off the week with a film school pick. We watched Psycho, and I saw Psycho for the first.
Let's go.
Yeah, it took me forever to see this. I don't know why. I actually have it on Blu-ray. I got it a couple of years ago, and I just never.
Oh, damn.
But I'm seeing it on the big screen, and the screening room was pretty cool, and it was a really good movie. I liked it. I definitely want to see it again. I feel like it's one of those movies that might get better on.
What
revisit.
From Hitchcock have you seen?
I've seen Vertigo, Rear Window, North by Northwest, and now Psycho.
What's your favorite?
North by Northwest so far.
Okay, mine's Vertigo.
Yeah, Vertigo I think is number 2.
Yeah, I just love the
Favorite is
camera
Rear Window.
techniques. Yeah, I don't like Rear Window. I love the fucking camera techniques in Vertigo. It's incredible.
I mean, all of them are well made. It's just.
Oh yeah, no, Psycho's just. Where do you put Psycho?
3rd.
I mean, it's timeless. It's the
it's good.
OG slasher.
Yeah. And Anthony Perkins acts circles around everyone else in that movie. His performance is
he does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I really
I've only
his performance.
heard the legend.
I did like Bates Motel a lot. That show.
I've heard the show's pretty good. Yeah.
It's pretty good, except the last season was okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I won't go into it, but it's very good.
But Psycho is a thumbs up for me. I really liked it. And then, as Thomas mentioned, we went and watched Eraserhead in theaters, which was pretty cool. Halloween night. It's honestly watching all those shorts before kind of got me out of the mood to watch.
It wore me down, dude. It does
wear you down,
especially the first one. Especially the first one.
Yeah, what was it? 6 men getting sick.
I forgot what it was called.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Six men getting sick.
Six men.
Then you had the alphabet. Then we had the
Dude, the alphabet went hard.
Then both versions of the amputee, which is just so it's nothing. And then Following an Evil Deed,
Dude,
which is
what
the
is
best
the
one.
point of the amputee? That one had me
I don't
just.
know, man.
What's the point of
scratched
any
my-
Lynch?
Well, you see,
Well,
like
I
I
mean-
can draw things from some of them, but the amputee, I'm like, what, David? What is
I mean,
this?
I think that's definitely the thing about Lynch, though, right? Where it's like you can draw things, but in reality, you could also just come on a complete blank and just walk away with the experience.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a short he did called it's like Someone in Sunny Jim. And it's like these two balloon people just screaming at each other for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Incredible! I got watched.
It's unbearable, dude. I couldn't stand it when I saw it.
Right. I mean, I think like thinking about Lynch also has this way of like breaking down how much we analyze film to an extent too, where it's like he makes these films that could be seen as meaningless. Where, because like the amputee, I could be like, oh, it's about modern society and how it's all about the job and blah blah blah. People don't care, right? And it's like, do I need to overanalyze it like that, or
No,
can I just
not at all.
take the experience?
Literally,
That's how he
Jack
manipulates you.
Yeah,
what
Lynch is
did
a lot
Jack
about
do is,
taking
like,
the
the
experience.
point. Yeah, what did Jack do is like the best example of that, I think,
Yeah.
because it's just
I
a
guess so,
giant
yeah.
middle
Yeah.
finger to like detective movies and shit. And yeah, no, that's probably my favorite short I've seen from him for sure.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid.
But anyway, yeah, Eraserhead. It was pretty cool to see in theaters. Going to see Lost Highway tonight and then Mulholland Drive tomorrow, which would be really fun. After that, I recently picked up Funny Games on Criterion during the Flash sale, and I was like, I really want to watch it. So I watched it, and man, like the best way to describe this movie is unpleasant because it is not like a fun watch at all. It's tough to watch.
Yeah.
But it was really good. I can't say I enjoyed it, but I really liked the filmmaking, you know. It's crazy. Speaking of like how a director manipulates the audience, this movie is like all about manipulating the audience. And it does a really darn good job at doing it. You hate like the bad guys, but at the same time you're rooting for them. And then at the end, you're kind of like siding with them in a sense. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Sounds like Heat.
Except like a lot darker than Heat. A lot darker than
Yeah.
Heat.
I know, but I was just drawing your comparison because I
Sure,
fucking
yeah.
don't want those fuckers to get away with the money, and then I was like, you know what? I want them to.
Yeah. But I mean, like the way Michael Haneke shoots it, there are like these sequences that are just like just one shot that go on for like 10 minutes where people are just like sitting there thinking, and you're like, the tension is so insane. I'd recommend it to all you guys. I mean, it might not be a very fun one, but I think it's a a great movie. In one sense, I'm like, I really want to rewatch this, but in another sense, I was like, I don't.
Never again.
It was like a Von Trier. It's like watching a Von Trier movie,
Yeah.
except with Von Trier's style, but it's just like that visceral. So after that, continuing this, DC animated.
Let's go. It continues.
It continues. It's never going to end, honestly. It will never.
No, because there's gonna be like 2 new ones by the time we next week. There's just gonna be like 2 more.
Well, I watched Batman versus Robin, and this came out in 2015, so I've still got a ways to go to catch up to where we are now.
You have 5 years, Collin. of
Yeah, I know.
animated films.
This one wasn't bad. It was a definite improvement over Son of Batman, which I really didn't like. This one was good. It had some pretty good action. I like the character work in it. It was just way too rushed.
My favorite villains.
Yeah, Quarter Owls is cool, but it was like to introduce them in one movie and wrap them up in like 70 minutes. Not enough time.
No.
And then yesterday I watched.
Oh God, you almost gave me a heart attack. I thought you watched it yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah. You did kind of go yesterday.
and yes, I rewatched yesterday just because I hate myself. And
Thank God.
yesterday's bad.
It's awful.
Yesterday I watched this movie called The Ides of March. It has George Clooney. He's
Directed by Clooney too.
Yeah, it's directed by Clooney as well. And it kind of takes the perspective of his press spokesman, who's Ryan Gosling, and just kind of shows the inner workings and dramatics of, the presidential campaign and all that goes into it. It was really interesting. Apparently based off a play. So it was very theatrical in that sense. But I really liked it. I mean, really well paced, great performances, solid tension. You know,
Can anyone here name a bad Ryan Gosling movie? Like, I'm honestly like curious because everything I've seen him in is like really good.
I mean,
Because I can't think of one.
but
Thomas, can you think of one?
I mean,
I heard Gangster isn't that good.
But I mean that we've seen. That we've seen.
Solid. That I've seen. I don't think I've seen one.
Because I was thinking about that the other day. I was like,
I mean, Only God Forgives kind of is. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good in my opinion. I think I'm the only one who's seen that though.
yeah, I haven't seen that.
I mean, a lot of people hate The Notebook.
I like The Notebook.
Yeah, a lot of people
yeah.
like it too, though.
I like.
I haven't seen it, so I have no opinion.
I like.
I don't love his performance in Place Beyond the Pines, but the movie's like picked up by everything else for me.
Yeah. Remember the Titans is okay, you know, but I mean, he's not even like a character in that.
Yeah, it's
There
also
we
just
go.
like start
My
of the career.
question has been answered. Ryan Gosling is a great actor and
It's good movies.
not really in many bad movies.
Definitely good.
But anyway, yeah. So Ides of March, it was pretty good. I really liked it. And then after that, I watched 9, which we'll get into in a little bit. Pass on.
Yeah. So started off this week with Certain Women, directed by Kelly Reichardt, and guess what? I liked it a lot.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
Kelly Reichardt? What?
I guess the only interesting thing about it is that it's like basically an anthology movie where there are 3 separate stories that all like take place within like 100 miles of each other or something like that. But there's really no interweaving tissue other than that. Other than like the themes of the 3 stories are all kind of about women who are ignored by either like the people that they know or society or, you know, just like very general stuff. But no real like narrative cohesion between the 3. Although, I mean, like it is very cohesive. You're not like,
Yeah, Sebastian, we get it.
But yeah, Certain Women, pretty good. Interestingly, I don't know, just like Night Moves is like a crime story, but it's directed very slowly. First Cow is also sort of weirdly a crime story. And then weirdly enough, Certain Women, the first one is also a crime story. I don't know, just
Certain Women, really?
Just the first one, not the other 2. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, just very interesting.
Old Joy, a crime story in friendship.
Yeah. I don't know, just an interesting thing I noticed, I guess. Whatever. I'll honestly skip those 3 because all of them are pretty bad.
Well, actually, tell us about the witches because.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
Just tell us about the witches.
I mean, I don't know. What do you want me to say? It's like Robert
Please,
Zemeckis doing
I
this
want
to know.
Robert
I've heard
Zemeckis
it's
thing.
Zemeckis' best movie in years.
I would agree
Oh,
with
that's
that,
sad.
except for the fact that I haven't seen any of his other movies. There was nothing in it that was like a bafflingly bad choice, and honestly, like I think it works well for children. Like I watched it with my family, and they liked it. So, I mean, like I'm looking at what Zemeckis has directed recently. Like obviously, it's probably better than Marwen, which I haven't seen.
Yeah, Marlon wasn't good.
Like,
I heard that some people like Flight.
Yeah, I don't know, but I feel like Flight and Allied are kind of like dry stories that aren't necessarily angering as much as they're just not like good, which I would also use to describe the witches. Although I don't know, like it's kind of interesting, and Anne Hathaway is kind of interesting, but I definitely also.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I heard some controversy over the witches. Like, there's some some sort of disability group that is like freaking out over the movie or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Don't know anything about that. I mean, it is like a weird. I don't know. It's like a children's movie. It's probably bad in some form or fashion, and I don't think Robert Zemeckis is necessarily the type of person who like thinks about that type of thing.
Sure.
But like, there's nothing. I mean, also like to be honest, I wasn't paying like 100% attention. I can't think of anything. Like,
No, what the fuck?
Wait, you weren't paying.
You're not analyzing the cinema?
What?
You're not analyzing and understanding the
Then you didn't even watch it.
of Robert Zemeckis.
Yeah, you got to rewatch it.
Yeah, take down your log. Take down. Skip. Go next. Go next.
Truth or dare?
One of my favorite films.
Wait. Speaking of that, speaking of going next,
no.
you gave Holidays a 3?
How many of them did you see?
Okay, so I saw the Father's Day one, the Halloween one, and the Christmas and the New Year's one. So I saw the 4, and all of them were pretty fucking bad.
I don't think any of them. I don't know. I was also like in a mood that night where I was like, yeah, whatever, short films, fine.
Oh, yeah.
I honestly think the first 4 were probably the best.
Okay.
I mean, obviously the Halloween one was really bad. But,
do you guys know what Holidays was?
No, I have no fucking idea.
It's an anthology thing for horror films that after I finished Eraserhead, I left you guys. I met up with Noah and all my other friends, and they were watching this Holidays, and it's an anthology horror film thing based on holidays.
Is it Blumhouse?
It is not.
Okay.
And I showed up a little late, but I showed up to see the last 4, and one of them was directed by Kevin Smith.
Yeah, I see that in the credits listing.
It was laughably bad. Like it wasn't even like well made in how like.
Well, what?
The
Okay,
audio
so what
quality.
is it though? What is this whole thing?
He said it's an anthology of like horror shorts based on holidays.
When was this made?
2016.
16? Okay.
I haven't heard a fucking thing about it.
It's pretty bad. At least I maybe the first 4 are like redeeming.
I don't necessarily think that they're redeeming. I think honestly the first one was which was Valentine's Day, was the one that I liked the most.
Hey, shout out to my birthday.
The good one.
Really? Huh.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, starting off with the good one is definitely going to make me like your anthology series more.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I mean, there were none other than, but even the Kevin Smith one, like I wasn't really mad at it. It was just kind of bad. I don't know.
Really? I don't know, man. Once I heard the audio, I was just upset. And then once I saw that he directed it and couldn't get like a half decent mic, I was really upset.
I don't know. Maybe I was just
really strange. Kevin Smith has like really good movies, and then he doesn't. It's just he's all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, okay, keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
That's enough about holidays.
Yeah, Collin mentioned Truth or Dare. I should just say not the Blumhouse one, but the one that came out the year before the Blumhouse one. It's also really bad. Yeah, I mean, like, we just don't want to talk about it.
Nice.
Not even because, whatever.
The Blumhouse one is a masterpiece. It is a masterpiece.
Watched Forrest Gump for the first time, which is like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, all Zemeckis movies are weird. Whatever. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Thomas, you're the only person who's actually watched it, right?
I've seen it. It's just been years.
Wait,
so.
Forrest Gump?
Okay.
I was about to say, no way,
I love
Sebastian
Forrest
is
Gump.
Collin.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
I definitely,
It's just been forever.
because I know a lot of people don't like it. I agree with the reason they don't like it because definitely like the Zemeckis way where it's just
Guy
how
does
Forrest.
things.
Well, no, Forrest Gump is also like listen to what everyone tells you and you'll make it super far in life. It just has a pretty bad message when you look at it. It's like, listen to your government.
Suck my dick and you'll get a good job.
If you, like, I feel like if you gave, I don't know, like I'm struggling to find like a good way to put this, but like if this movie had been like 10% different, it could have been like one of the sharpest like political satires of the 90s. And if this movie had been like 10% different in the other direction, it would have been like one of the worst movies ever made. And like one of the bizarre, like, how did this win Best Picture? And instead it's like a weird like middle ground where there are some things that are just like, this is kind of like overly sentimental and it doesn't really work. And some things that are like surprisingly satirical, but like also like there's just some weird like anti-war stuff that comes off as, I don't know, like it could almost be good, like in the sense of like Forrest Gump is an idiot because he's an anti-war person, but instead it just comes off like you're supposed to be anti-war and Robert Zemeckis is, which I don't think was necessary. Okay, whatever. I'm spending way too much time on this for what it is. I don't know. It is honestly a fine movie that I will probably not watch again for a while. Which can also be said of Alien Resurrection. Moving on to Blowout by Brian De Palma.
You watched that this week?
I was honestly surprised by the rating. It's,
I don't know.
I know Sebastian, I hate it.
I fucking hate Resurrection with a burning passion.
Which actually makes sense that Noah wouldn't hate it, so never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the worst thing about it is like the Joss Whedon script and everything else is like fine to like honestly kind of interesting.
Fucking child is Oh,
What do
God.
you think of the basketball scene?
Oh, God, don't even.
I mean, there's a lot of basketball. Yeah, no, like any of the stuff that's just like kind of team building when nothing is actually happening is like pretty bad. But I don't know,
The
like I
sex
kind of
quote.
enjoy the group dynamic. Yes, no, obviously, like
What's the quote? Fuck.
Whedon is like a misogynist who needs to be
Shut
like,
up
in
and
prison,
fuck
probably,
me
but-
right now or something. I forgot the Sigourney Weaver quote there.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's just stop talking about Ely.
Yeah, I mean,
Move
come
on.
on. I'm not defending it. I just kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah, sure.
oh, it's a guilty pleasure for sure. But
And I think Weaver is honestly kind of interesting, but definitely like weirdly portrayed. Anyway. Blowout. It's good. I don't know. Man, what was I gonna say? I don't know. I guess it's also kind of like, man, really losing control of my words. I don't know. I had a thing I was gonna say about it. Oh, right. Okay, so it's kind of like interesting in that it is like the most conventional De Palma movie that I've seen, I guess. But it is very like unconventional in that it like plays with a lot of like thriller tropes and overturns them. And so it's just kind of interesting to see how, yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really have a better way of saying, like, some parts of it are pretty conventional and some parts of it are unconventional. And I mean, that really works. And I don't think the conventional parts are like boring or anything per se. Like, De Palma is obviously really good at directing and cinematography and everything.
It's one I definitely want to see.
Enjoy his stuff. Yeah.
We watched a
I
couple
honestly
clips
think
in
you-
a sound design class, but
Yeah. And yeah, it's about a sound designer, and the sound
Yeah.
design is pretty nice, pretty fun.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Probably. I don't know. Guess you have.
Because it's also based off of the exact opposite, where
Is it?
because yeah, it's based off something where it's instead of sound design, it's something similar.
what do you mean?
Oh, yeah. It's directly based on Blow Up, replacing the medium of photography with the medium of audio recording.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was
no, me
watching.
neither.
I was watching some video about that.
I heard Blow Up's really good as well.
Yeah, I think I did actually hear that it was like inspired by Blow Up, but I didn't know that it was like a direct remake. Although I guess it's not technically a remake, but whatever. Okay, whatever. And then I watched 9. We're skipping the rest. Jesus Christ.
I have
No
the-
Bohemian Rhapsody?
That is the
my
worst
God.
movie I've ever seen.
I actually really liked Bohemian Rhapsody.
Talk about it, Noah. Talk about it.
Oh man.
Like, the more I talk about it, the more like there is literally one positive thing I can say about it, which is
Please say
Queen. Pretty good band.
Good, because the
And-
editing
and
in that
they
movie
use
is
the music.
atrocious. I cannot believe it won Best Editing to this day. I
Yeah, it's-
seriously can't.
Pretty hilarious.
Oh man, yeah, I fucking hate that movie too. All right, I had a really short week, nothing crazy. I do want to talk about Martyrs, which I did end up watching. I talked to Collin and Thomas about it. Yeah, there's just a lot to talk about there. It's one of the most fucked up movies I've ever seen. It's up there with Cannibal Holocaust. I decided to watch it because I've heard about it for a long time, and I was like, you know what, this is a good way to end my October. Let's watch this critically acclaimed French film about people being tortured. Sounds like a great idea. And it was. It was pretty great. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. I have never seen more graphic violence in a movie since Cannibal Holocaust. I'm dead serious. It has some of the most brutal, unforgiving shit I've ever seen in a film. And the actual story and what it's trying to say at the end of the movie is actually like pretty like
Profound.
it is a little profound, to be honest. It's very weird because when I was going into it, I was just expecting a really fucked up movie. That was really it. And I got a lot more out of it, which I didn't really expect to get out of it. So check it out if you guys want to watch.
When are you gonna watch Sallow?
Come on.
I thought we were doing a commentary track on that.
Yeah, I thought we were too, Thomas.
Yeah,
Well, I
it's
watched
a
it.
great idea.
But I don't know what that is, but I don't know if it could be more fucked up than Martyrs is all I'm going to say.
I mean, it could.
Because I don't want to spoil it. Because I remember, Colin, you said you want to watch it. So like,
Yeah, I mean, I'll get around to.
yeah. I won't say anything.
See,
but
the thing is, knowing bits and pieces of Martyrs and Sallow, I think I would rather watch Martyrs than Sallow.
Yeah.
And take that as well.
I think you might take that back.
I mean, I very, very well could.
I'm serious, Colin.
movies,
I
I don't
have
know.
never seen. There is a scene in this movie that I was honestly shocked by that because it looked that real. I was like, "Holy fucking shit, this is insane." So, just wanted to talk about that because I was kind of.
Did you?
It was really
on
good.
Letterboxd?
No, because I have not figured out what I was going to say.
Sure, that's
It's
fair.
so fucking, yeah. Then I watched Halloween in the theater on Halloween night.
Nice
Again.
palate cleanser.
Fantastic film. Again, I've said that probably 5 times this past month because I saw it so many times. Watched Eraserhead. I don't want to have children. 7. I did watch 7. I had been wanting to rewatch it for a long time, and I just rewatched it 2 nights ago. And that's why I remember the quote Thomas said. So it was pretty pog. But I think it's a fantastic film. It really is. I think it's probably Fincher's best, in my opinion.
Would agree.
Yeah. I love the characters. The acting is fantastic. I love how much of a dick Brad Pitt is in the movie. He's just a fucking absolute idiot, and I love it. He is. He's so full of himself. He thinks he's the shit, and then Morgan Freeman's like trying to like kind of like coax him into like this whole thing. I don't know.
It does buddy cop well, but how they evolve.
It's not. I even really call it. I wouldn't really call it a buddy cop movie though, because they're really not buddies.
I'm saying buddy cop. Well, they become buddies.
Not really. I don't know when the last time you watched them was. They're pretty hostile majority of the movie. They don't like each other. Anyway, 7. It's fantastic. It has one of the best endings I've seen in a film. If you haven't seen it, I'd be kind of surprised at this point. It's pretty iconic. And then I watched 9.
All right.
So
9.
I picked this film. I pulled it out of my asshole because I haven't watched it since a kid, and I've been wanting to rewatch it. And I was like, you know what? It couldn't possibly be as bad as I remembered, could it? Well, it was. It was.
So it was bad even when you were a kid. Even when you thought of it as not good.
No, I didn't think it was bad as a kid. I just thought it was like it scared me as a kid, so I didn't like.
Yeah. Oh, I get that.
I had like a nightmare about it, so like Anyway,
I remember the trailer scaring me.
Yeah. So going back to it now, this movie's not very good.
Yeah.
I didn't even give it a review on Letterboxd because I just don't really have much to say about it. I think it has positive aspects, I must say. I think the CGI for the most part it was fine. A lot of the character designs and world building it was pretty interesting, shockingly. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little immersed in the world. I was like, this is pretty interesting. And then it just kind of. I got to the end of the movie and I was like,
Yeah.
That's basically all I have to say about it. The voice acting was fine. Everything was basically to describe this movie. It's fine. It's it's fine.
There's nothing like particularly great about it, but there's nothing particularly
awful.
Awful about it.
Yeah.
It's just
in the middle.
It's just okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, I guess. I have a couple things I will say specifically. For what this cast was, pretty fucking stacked. The actual voice acting is kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it's just
it's uninteresting, bland.
I honestly don't think so. I think all of them have very distinctive voices. Maybe with the exception of Martin Landau, and obviously the voice actor guy who voiced it. I don't really know who he is, but I don't. Yeah. I don't necessarily.
Well, okay, I have distinctive voices, right? But I don't think distinctive voices is your bottom line. I think your bottom line is making it interesting through your voice too. I just don't think any of them really succeeded at that.
No, and I think it's also just because there's the script is nothing really,
Yeah.
other than
That's
a
it.
series of action sequences within this world that really, like, so the beginning, like Sebastian said about immersion. In the beginning, I was interested, of course, because it was setting up this world. I was like, okay, that's interesting, and then it just doesn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
At the end, it's such a telegraphed plot. Like,
For sure.
It was very generic.
It's something that's been
super
done.
familiar.
Yeah, it's something that's done a million times, and it doesn't really take any liberties to do anything super new.
Right. Yeah. All it had going for it was its like sort of its unique premise, but it really just doesn't do anything new or exciting with it. So by the end, it's like cliche after cliche and blah 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 blah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. So it got kind of boring for me after a while. I just wanted a lot more, in terms of the world building, especially, and the characters and such. But yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's really not much to say here.
I was actually, one thing about so for whatever reason, I thought this was going to be a stop motion animated movie.
Me too. That's actually kind of funny.
And you'd seen it.
Well, I hadn't seen it since I was maybe 4 or 5, dude. It's been that long. Like, I have not seen this movie since a child. So I remember it being like, I thought it was stop motion too. I don't know why. I thought I remembered that as a kid.
I think it would have been a lot cooler if it was stop motion, because
I think I would have liked it a lot.
The designs of the characters being like the ragdolls and stuff, and the robots. I think that would look really cool stop motion wise.
It would have been a lot better.
Yeah, the CG isn't like bad, but it hasn't necessarily aged well either.
No,
like, especially the human characters are pretty bad.
But I mean, like, pretty much everything from like pre-2010 is like.
Yeah, I mean, Surf's Up holds up.
Yes, and so does like Toy Story. But, like,
Surf's Up.
Surf's Up. Incredible still holds up.
Nominated for an Academy Award.
Yeah,
really?
That's really surprising.
That's insane. What was the competition?
Yeah, it makes me wonder what other animated films it was going up against.
Up, probably. Can't really think of it.
Yeah.
Was that Toy Story 2?
Toy Story 2 was 99.
Yeah.
Was it 99? No, I thought Toy Story 1 was 99.
Toy Story 2 was 99. Toy Story 3 was 2010.
Yeah.
That might be what you're thinking of. Toy Story was 95.
Oh, okay. That might be right.
Do you find it, Thomas?
Oh, no, I just got an email that apparently I have past due charges for UCF, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were looking up. Whatever.
No.
All right, well, that's it for 9.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I have 2 other things I want to say, right? There were, like, quotes about fear, right? You remember the, like, big quote about fear that Christopher Plummer talks about? I really wish he went, fear. Fear is the mind killer in response to him. It's so funny. And yeah. I guess relating to a character design, like, honestly, like, extra half star just for the fucking, like, 2's, like, matching robot thing that the machine made. That thing was fucking scary. Oh my god.
That was pretty
That thing terrified me.
That's the shit that gave me nightmares.
Yeah, dude, that shit gave me nightmares fucking last night. Jesus.
But yeah, so I mean, it's a decently made, it's a competently made movie. I actually like the sound design in it. I think. Like, oh, I mean, I think like the most of everything else, other than like the character design and like conceptual stuff.
But you can tell like there was like a lot of passion here.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, this was his like film school thesis project, and he got to make it feature film, which is
crazy, and that's the only movie he has had since.
And he hasn't done anything
since. It's kind of sad, honestly.
I think it underperformed a little because its budget was $30 million and it made 45. So counting any extra needs to be paid. Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of sad because I mean, I definitely like see the talent and passion here, and it's honestly kind of a shame that he like hasn't. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's just like no one wants to give him a chance, or like he just doesn't try.
It's definitely tough that he had like this big of a budget and this big of an opportunity for his freshman, outing.
Sure. Yeah.
Where like I mean, it could have used more time to really grow as a filmmaker.
Yeah. It could have honestly like scared him out of attempting anything else. I don't know. But, Shame he hasn't done anything else. But
Yeah, I hope he
I'd
does
like to
something
get
else.
I'd like to get like an interview with this guy. Like I feel
Yeah.
like I could actually like he's
Post
not
pro
that
interview.
famous. No, dead ass. Like I feel like if I was like to send him an email and be like, "Hey, I run a really successful podcast on YouTube.
Oh,
Would
man.
you like to come on for an episode?" I feel like he would say yes because he has nothing better to do.
Well, that's a little.
I'm
That's
not
pretty
even
mean.
being harsh.
Little
I'm
mean.
just saying. I feel like he's not doing anything other than like
I mean,
don't
who
know.
knows? He might be. He might be. He
He's
could be
making 9.2.
a
9.2.
9-2. That's a funny title. 9-2.
Mhm.
But anyway, so I mean, do we want to go around and give our score?
Sure.
I mean, like I said, it's a decently made movie. Script's just pretty bad, and there's a lot. It had a lot of potential and didn't make great use of it. I gave it a 3 out of 10.
Yeah. I gave it a 4.
Okay.
I also give it a 4.
Mm-hmm. And Thomas?
Yeah, I'm struggling between a 2 or a 3. I'll do a 3 because like he obviously has talent, and I feel like he deserves another shot too.
Yeah. So that's a 3.5 out of 10, guys. Dang.
That is exactly what it has on Letterboxd. I think that's the exact average.
Well,
3.5?
No, the average I think on Letterboxd.
It has a 3.3. I'm pretty sure, but that's out of 5. This is a 3.5 out of 10.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's almost the same thing.
True. It's almost the same thing.
Basically.
No.
Basically.
I mean, no, it's not.
No,
It
not
is.
at all.
No, it's not.
No.
A 3.2 out of 5 is a 6.4 out of 10.
Divided by 2.
It's the same thing. If you were to like transfer it to a different scale, it's like the same thing.
No,
Basically, yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what I'm
whatever.
saying. Yeah, so I'm saying if we were doing it out of 5, it would be the same thing.
Wait, so what you want us to do is just imagine that Collin gave it a 3 out of 5, and you guys gave it 4 out of 5s, which would be your same rating for like films that you really, really enjoyed.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Whatever.
Podcast. We loved David Ecker's 9. A great film. Cinematic marvel.
It's actually
just to
Shane
reiterate, it's a
Acker.
3.5
It's
out of
Shane
10.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
my God. Yeah,
that brings us to the end of the episode. Noah, hit us with the pick.
All right. So I kind of mentioned this before we started recording, but I don't really have a pick yet. Rather, I have 7 different movies.
What the fuck?
7? What about 9?
No. I mean, these are all just kind of movies that have been on my watch list for a while. One of them I have actually seen.
All right, number 4.
I have not.
What's behind case number 4?
You want to see number 4? You want to see what number 4 is?
Yeah, well, what's behind case number 4? Wait. Oh, wait. Let's do it. We can do a game show. All of us, Collin, Thomas, Sebastian, we all pick a case, right?
Okay.
And it has to be one
Decide
of those
on-
3.
And it has to be
Decide
one
on
of those
one of those.
3.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
It
yeah.
has to
Let's
be
do
one of
that.
those.
Let's do that.
Okay.
So,
I
Thomas,
want 4. I want
I
case
choose
number
3.
4.
I choose 3.
I'm choosing 7.
Okay. 3, 4, and 7. That's correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So 3 is critically acclaimed, I believe Best Picture winner, at least nominated for sure. A Woman Under the Influence, which is only available to rent. Starring with Peter Falk, Gina Rollins from the 70s. Also, it's like 2.5 hours. Honestly, I think this is probably not what I'm going to pick. Number 4.
You've seen that, right? You've
Me?
seen
I have not.
Oh, I thought you had.
No, I have seen Opening Night, which is similar. Directed by the same person, starring the same person, similar time period.
All right. What's behind my case?
Number 4 is Gosford Park, directed by Robert Altman. I believe like his second to last movie released before his death. It's like 2 hours, 10 minutes long. I have not seen it. Nominated for Best Picture as well, and like Best Director, and I think Best Actress. I think actually quite a few. And it is actually free to stream on Peacock with ads. So there's that.
Okay.
And number 7 is very interesting, actually. Directed by Sean Baker, the director of The Florida Project. I believe his first movie before, not like his first movie, but his movie directly before The Florida Project. Tangerine, which is available to stream on Hulu. So
I'm actually down for Tangerine. I haven't seen it.
Out of those three,
Out of those three,
would say
I'd
that
go
one too.
Tangerine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's honestly what I was kind of feeling. I honestly might have picked Gosford Park, but yeah, I mean Tangerine. All right, Tangerine.
All right, Tangerine. Hey, can we just know what the other option?
Yeah. I mean, I honestly might pick one in the future. Maybe not though. The first one, Barry Lyndon. Glad we didn't get that because it's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
The Last Temptation of Christ, which I think might have been sort of interesting. Who knows? The only one I've seen before, Crimson Peak, which
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
You want to rewatch Crimson Peak? I thought you didn't like it.
I don't love it, which is also why I want to rewatch it, because I'm not sure. It's like one of my less favorite Del Toro's, but I still like it just fine. Although I think the acting is very weird. And then the other one, The Favorite.
Oh, okay. Yorgos Lanthimos. Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't pick that.
What? You don't like The Favorite?
I would have hated to rewatch it. I'm going to be quite honest. I probably would have not rewatched it.
Gee.
Damn.
Just go against the podcast rules here, huh?
Yeah, no, I really didn't like that movie.
I don't think it's his best, but I mean, I still enjoyed it. All right.
Bored. I was so bored for that movie. I almost fell asleep.
You haven't seen Dogtooth or Alps then, because those are boring. Those are really boring. Okay, so with that, that's going to wrap up the 27th episode of the Post Pro podcast, where we watched 9, and
didn't really talk about it.
Congratulations to the winner, Sebastian.
Oh yeah,
the winner twice, because his was the pick.
Oh yeah, wow, 2 for 2.
Yeah, look at that, Sebastian,
the game show champ over here. And make sure to tune in next week when we review and discuss Sean Baker's Tangerine.
No, speaking of slow movies, I'm sure that's going to be slow known for the project.
It's only like an hour and a half though, so
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Should be nice.
Yeah, fair.
All right. Until next time. Signing off.